Hey guys, welcome back. Let's play Final Fantasy VI. Last time we made our way to Figaro Castle. This time we learned a little bit about Edgar last time. Now we have a Chancellor. The whole business of succession was so repugnant to Sabin, King's brother. Oh, the current King's brother. Okay. You're making me think you're talking about the former king before, but yeah, no, that's my brain's not functioning. That's fine. Fled the castle forever. The succession was settled with a coin toss. Interesting. So yeah, it seems Sabin wasn't, Google Translate. My brother Mash is... Wait, what? Oh, I love Google Translate. It's terrible. A little while ago, for an April Fool's joke, they did something with the Legend of Zelda Link to the Past randomizer, where they retranslated all the lines with Google Translate, and it was completely ridiculous. It was fantastic. But anyway, yeah, we learned a little bit about Sabin in the previous episode, and I should get my mouse cursor off there. Unfortunately, most of the time I have things set up so you can't ever see my mouse cursor, but I guess the only way to record this is like that? Whatever. How do you like my castle? Someone from the Empire to see you. Probably Kefka. Well, that's what the song's telling me. Stupid orders, huh? You pinhead! Why do you have to live in the middle of nowhere? Middle of a stinking desert. These recon jobs are the pits. Ahem! There's sand in my boots. Really? Yes, sir. All set, sir. Everybody's favorite sound effect. In fact, it's one of the notifications on my phone. I think it's my Reddit notification or something like that. I'm not on Reddit very often, so unfortunately I don't get to hear it very often, but it's kind of frightening at times when all of a sudden you're just minding your own business. All of a sudden your phone's shouting out a Kefka laugh. Everybody loves the Kefka laugh. Come on. What on earth? Out of my way. We currently have control of Edgar. It's a good time to take a quick look into his inventory and his equipment. He starts with a mithril blade. Well, we might as well give him the weapon that we stole from Mog earlier on in the game. It boosts his battle power tremendously. I'm sure that'll come in very handy never. I'll get into why in a bit, but so there's that. The other thing is over here, we're going to use the arrange button and arrange all of my items there. The tools are basically what Edgar gets to use as his kind of secondary command. So he's going to be relying on a lot of those, and I'll go into more about that a little bit later. Let's go check on Locke here. No? Can't talk to Locke. That's fine. Let's talk to the soldiers. But we're allies. What are you doing in my domain? Busy down south, looking for more cities to destroy. Well, we heard about that. That's for us to know. Ooh, okay. What brings Kefka, humble servant of the Emperor, to my lowly presence? Well... a girl of no importance recently escaped from us. We heard she had found refuge here. How did you figure that out? couldn't have anything to do with this witch everyone's been whispering about. Again, the translation witch just probably comes down to all the different words in the Japanese language for magic, and I'm assuming that's what it is. I'm not 100% sure. That would be my guess. She merely stole something of minor value. Is she here? That's a tough one. Oh, see, there's more girls here than grains of sand out there. Can't keep track of them all. I have a feeling you think of nothing else, Edgar. I'd hate to be you if we find out you're lying. I truly hope nothing happens to your precious Figaro. That sounds like a threat. I'm sure we already know that. Now, Edgar has the ability to roam around the castle. It doesn't benefit us in any way, because the only thing we could possibly benefit from bringing Edgar with us around here is, well, if you talk to the shops, he gets a discount if he's the lead character in your party. Okay, I was just double checking my notes here, because I have it listed that there are 4 items here, and I know I've only gotten 3 so far, so I was trying to remember where the other one was. So I popped open a map, and I was like, oh yeah, the place I forgot to go. That's fine. I'd say that guy's missing a few buttons, or I didn't like the sound of that, or this man is insane, or they are not mindful. I'm gonna go with they are not mindful. I think that's about right for Kefka. Where's Terra? Also, you are an ally of the Emperor. Take her to her room. I'd love to chat with you, but the Chancellor and I must plan our strategy. Sometimes I hate being the king. It's good to be the king. Being the king's not all tea and crumpets. It's an interesting Game Boy Advance translation there. So there's that. Follow me. Well, first we're going to go on up here, because I forgot. Aren't you supposed to be talking to the king? Okay, yeah. We already talked to you. Now, the item that I missed, because I wasn't thinking, I believe is up here? Yes. A Phoenix down. And there's nobody up there. That's fine. Let's go catch up with Locke there. I don't actually... Does Edgar say anything new? Edgar's not there. Okay, well, I don't know where Edgar disappeared to. Actually, if I remember correctly, I don't even think he's on the map right now. But whatever. Not a big deal. Let us go, and if you followed Locke, he would have gone into this door. I'll just let you know that. So it's not like they make you guess. You just had to have followed him instead of going and looking for missed treasure. And apparently Terra's room is, for absolutely no reason, in a hallway. Why is her room in a hallway? Why is there a bed here? This game is weird. Don't worry about a thing. Now, the original line in the SNES version doesn't make a whole lot of sense here. If you look at the Game Boy Advance translation over on the side there, it actually makes a lot more sense here how Terra has responded here. Is it true you're a thief? Yeah. That's Treasure Hunter. On the surface, Edgar pretends to support the Empire. I see. The truth is he's collaborating with the Returners, an organization opposing the Empire. I am his contact with the group. That makes sense. The old man you met in Narsh is one of us. That also kind of explains some of the Game Boy Advance translation's approach to the dialogue earlier, where they were talking about it had said that the guy had tried to convince Narshe about, opposing, joining the Returners and all that. Well, he is a member of the Returners, so it makes sense. Also why he's associated with Locke. Again, it all kind of goes together this way. In the original translation, you kind of have to piece things together on your own. It's not stated as well. I'm a soldier of the Empire, apparently. Though you were being controlled by a slave crown at the time. Whenever I try to think, it just makes my head hurt even worse. Can't tell you what to do. You don't have to decide right away. You'll soon find your way. See, this is what I talked about an episode or two ago when I was referring to the text being so big that you couldn't fit a lot of physical words into the text box. The Game Boy Advance translation really adds a lot more kind of nuance to things by allowing for larger patches of dialogue as opposed to just a few short words. But I was also talking in the last episode about how, we don't necessarily need to have all that dialogue all the time. So there's ups and downs to it. How will I know which way is right? We're all stuck with that question every day, Tara. Should I bother to go work out today? Should I go to work today? Sometimes the answers are easier than others. This music's a little ominous. Oh! The stone castle is burning. Ow? And the Empire. It's Kefka. Of course it's Kefka. What are you doing? Fire! Now, apparently Star Wars wasn't the only thing Woolsey enjoyed. Fire. 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 I'm pretty sure this is a Beavis and Butthead reference. I haven't watched Beavis and Butthead in so long. That was like part of my childhood. I watched little bits here and there when we happened to have cable as a kid, because we didn't always have it when I was really young. Eventually I kind of grew out of it. I didn't care for it as much, but you'll notice some of the other translation, burned to death. So obviously there was some censorship going on when Woolsey translated that. Bring me the girl. No idea what you're talking about. Welcome to my barbecue. Kefka? Aw, come on, do the laugh, Kefka. You laughed in the dialogue, you gotta laugh for real. Get ready. For what? Changed your mind? I guess I have no choice. Yo, chocobos! He's got chocobos! Shameful that a king should flee, leaving his people behind. How utterly delightful. Kefka, I love your dialogue. It's fantastic. Jump! Hey, look! Reinforcements! Dive now. Sink her into the sand. It's an interesting interpretation on it. Woohoo! What? Figaro submerge mode? Excuse you, video game? What kind of gibberish are you talking about? No one can touch the people of Figaro. Into the golden ocean, the brave Figaro dives. Let us demonstrate. What a line. Like, really, the fan translation. Like, the golden ocean, that's great. But just everything else. It's just weird. And it literally buries itself underneath the sand. Are you kidding me? Go, get them! Oh, well, we got Magitech shoulders. Shoulders, soldiers. It's all the same. Alright, steel. Not that it really matters here. We're going to change to Edgar. We have tools. Auto crossbow, we'll talk about in a little bit. Bioblaster, we'll talk about in a little bit. Noise blaster, inflicts confuse on the target. And it hits both of them. We're going to multi-target fire here. Video game. You look positively spooked. Unfortunately, it looks like some of the dialogue in combat hasn't been properly translated by the Wonderbar mod. I'm not sure why, because I know that a lot of this was supposed to get translated. I'm not sure if it's part of the version of the ROM I'm using or whatever. Did you just see what I saw? Huh? Yeah, kid seems loaded for bear. See, I wish I could have had a translation for that, because I have no idea what the hell he was talking about with that line. She's amazing. That was magic. Magic. Magic! Yes, the thing that we haven't seen in 1,000 years. Stop whispering over there. Tara, where did you learn that? Aw, you made her feel self-conscious. I love how Edgar just takes a tumble there. Didn't mean to make a big deal of it. The thing is, I used it next to Locke, what, 5-6 times already, and he didn't notice anything until Edgar showed up. Never seen magic before. Where did you? And we can't. Yeah. It's the only difference between us. We can use her help. Like fighting against mechs? Yeah, probably a good idea. Thank you, Locke. Thank you, Edgar. Did she give them a little wink? And they swoon. Oh, I love this video game. It's fun. Yeah, I really enjoy that scene there. See, they're confused, so they're going to use Tech Laser on themselves here, so we don't have to worry too much. I'm stealing just because it's not going to trigger them to do anything else. Gonna use a little more fire here. Basically, you don't want to attack with anything else because it'll break them out of their confusion. They can attack themselves in confusion, but we basically save ourselves from having to deal with any damage this way. And yeah, so he did normal attack, so I can start fighting him there. And he falls down. And we get some potions out of it. Cool. I'll take it. Brave Figaro. We're already approaching one of my favorite lines. Son of a submariner! What the hell? Where did you get that from? In the Game Boy Advance, it's son of a sandworm, which probably makes more sense. I have no idea where this came from. The original line is probably closer to son of a bitch. I don't know, and I'm not going to like fiddle around with all of these trying to read this on the fly because I'm not very good at it. But the options are definitely there if you're interested. But yeah, son of a submariner, what a frickin' line. Unfortunately, the music died. Was that a bad person? There's someone I'd like you to meet. Yeah. Now, they hadn't really made this clear up until now, but Locke had said he was like the go-between or whatever. But I think he's actually a member of the Returners as well. Our mentor, Bannon, would certainly like to meet you. Magic is going to be the key for winning this war. Yeah, magic. This really strange thing that we haven't seen in a long time. The Esper seemed to react from her. Yeah, I was trying to not say it before. I believe they were already talking about finding an Esper, and yeah, that ice thing that we were in combat with was indeed an Esper. So, yeah. Esper seemed to react to her, so maybe there's some kind of connection here. Having the foggiest, huh? Just seems natural to me that I have this power. No human is born with the powers you seem to have. Basically saying that, well, she can't be human. Well, the Empire's going to continue to come after you. If they get their hands on you again, the world is probably screwed, since you seem to be so much better than their normal soldiers. You want to understand your powers? Then I think we should consult with Bannon. At the least, it keeps you out of the Empire's hands in the meantime. To the south, there's a cave that leads to South Figaro. Now, this is how the kind of the controls work on a chocobo. You press the A button and you move in a straight line. You use the directional buttons to move. You can also press forward and then the directional buttons after that if you are so inclined to do it that way. It's all the same. What we're looking for here is that the right hole in the wall? No, it's not the right hole in the wall because I'm on the wrong side. I always get lost here on the chocobo because it changes the perspective so much. Here it is. So yeah, we're looking for this cave on the southern part. Anyway, that's pretty much all the time we have for this one. I'm going to try and not do 35-minute episodes for every episode of this series because it'll be over in like a month. But yeah, that's pretty much all the time we have for this one. Next time, into the cave and south in search of Bannon. That's all for this one. And I'll see you guys next time.